All right, so we took a break, and now we just rescued Lazelle from the trap, and now we got to figure out where we're going from here. Some unexplored stuff around here. So maybe we go over here, kind of explore the place.
Another broken trap. Who made these things?
Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. Overgrown ruins. Isn't that the place we couldn't get to earlier? That probably was, isn't it? Bit of patch of dark right there, so let's go this way. Oh, what the heck is this thing?
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
So let's just quick save right here and just inspect it, I guess.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil. Oh, whoa.
A hand? Anyone?
Yeah, it's a hand. It's literally just a hand coming out of a freaking thing. We could slap the hand. Who are you?
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
I think we just try this. We tune myself to the sigil's magic, then bid it to quiet down. Let's try it. Oh, this should be pretty easy. It only needs a 7. There you go.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Oh, it's a guy. Well, he knew it was a guy, but it's the one guy from the...
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
At introductions?
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yes.
I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Can't say that I am.
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Alright, that sounds fine.
Most excellent. parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Alright, oh, he levels up. Let's see.
At the ready.
Trying to learn the controller because I think it's easier to use overall. Alright, specializations available. Health increased by 14, level 1 spell unlock, evocation savant. Already evocation spells from spells cost twice as much, becoming 25 gold pieces per spell. Get some new spells. Oh, we can choose a specialization. Evocation, necromancy. So they just give you half a spell cost? Oh wait, you get a special thing. Illusion, divination. Okay, so these are the specializations you'd get as a wizard. I guess you, instead of starting your wizard that way, you get them later. But Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, nice one, Del. You choose it at character creation if you played a wizard. But like these are, well, they called them, I think they called them mages or magicians, maybe. Might have been magician. But conjuration. I remember conjurer was like the most powerful one. It said minor conjuration, create water. Acquire the following. Necromancy savant, evocation savant. Okay, so we can read these. Abjuration spells summon wards, banish enemies, and nullify magic. Suitable for those who wish to defend themselves. Learning abjuration spells only cost half as much. They get arcane ward. Residual magic, your spells forms ward around you that protects you from harm. Alright, evocation spells focus elemental energy, powerful attacks, and enchantments. Those specialized in school are known as evokers. Learning evocation spells cost half as much. Create pockets of safety with your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Necromancy. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death and make lots of friends there. That's a great description. Grim Harvest. Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell slot used. Thrice if it's a necromancy spell. Undead and constructs are unaffected. Huh. Conjuration. Compelled by shape and motion. Your favorite arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects as well as displacing them in space. Minor conjuration water. Call forth rain, extinguishes exposed flame, and forms a water surface. Permanent. Oh, is this how we put out all the fires? This might be a good one too. Like conjurers were the best ones in like Baldur's Gate and like said Baldur's Gate like 2. Like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, there's actually a wizard named Edwin. He was by far the most powerful like mage in the game. He also had a special like artifact that gave him like extra spells too, but the conjurer was just the most powerful wizard class. In Baldur's Gate 2. But the minor conjuration, create water, call forth the rain, extinguish exposes flame, forms a water surface. Permanence. Interesting. Like that would probably put out the fires and stuff on the ground. Your magic influence beguiles and bends the will of conviction of those around you. Learning enchantment spells. Yeah, it's half as much. Hypnotic gauge, charge. A charm and incapacitated creature cannot attack you. It cannot act. You can maintain your hypnotic gauge each turn to extend its duration. Yeah, that's an enchanter. That's what the enchanters do. Divination. You appear through time itself, can sculpt future like temporal claim into a more favorable form. Give portent. Your dreams grant you glimpses that let you influence future. After each long rest, you gain 2 random dice. During the day, you can use your reaction to change the dice to any attack, roll, or saving roll, roll near you to one of your portent dice. Each portent dice can only be used once, and you lose your unused portent dice at the end of the day. Illusion. You specialize in unraveling and restitching the fabric of reality to fool the unwary, the gullible, and the monstrous. Learning illusion spells from scrolls only cost half as much, right? So illusion was like illusionists were the only kind of mage gnomes could be. Like, but you do like gnome, like said, illusionist would be what you'd have as a gnome, but they could have extra intelligence, so they would get more spells. Like gnomes would get the most like spell slots for mages, but illusionist wasn't necessarily the strongest school. Though, like said, though, if you really want to be like a spellcaster, you could do like a multi-class gnome, like illusionist cleric. That was, I had one of those in Icewind Dale, illusionist cleric. Like those were pretty strong overall, just because you had so much versatility on a character. Illusion, improved minor illusion. You can cast minor illusion as bonus action. You remain hidden while casting a spell. Spell can be cast while silence. Transmutation. Your innate fascination with the structure of things has granted you incredible power over crude matter and its manipulation. Learning transmutation spells from scrolls only costs you half as much. Experimental alchemy. You can brew 2 additional solutions instead of 1. When you combine extracts, you succeed a DC 15 medicine check. Interesting. That could be good too. Evocation is the one it defaulted to, and it's probably a reason for it. So apparently, like they were this game released some stats, and apparently this guy right here is the leading cause of death for party members. But probably mostly because he ends up killing his party members with his spells. So the sculpt spells here can help reduce that. You know, so you're not killing your party members as much. This one seems pretty good. Transmutation seems good. Even abjuration's not too bad. But evocation and then conjuration, like I said, this ability itself doesn't seem that important, but like I don't know what they get at higher levels, but conjurers were the most powerful. But I think we're just gonna go with evocation. That just seems like the safest bet. Like literally, less damage to your allies seems like the safest bet. Oh yeah, and. Oh, he doesn't have magic missile yet? Well, that's definitely something we need to correct now. It's false life. Protection from good and evil. Shield. Oh, speaking of, I don't think we have our buffs up on me either. I think we need to do that, but false life, that could be a good one. I think we just take false life. Oh, we have to switch one out. Thunderwave, I don't really like sleep that much, but we want magic missiles. Grease, cover the ground. Grease, slowly slaying creatures within the possibly making them fall. Fog cloud. $2d8. Targets still take half damage on save. Said magic missile always hits. It's force damage. There's no save versus magic missiles, it's one of the best spells. Like in Baldur's Gate 2 Icewind Dale, like it's pretty much one of the best spells in the game because you just pretty much use like all your level 1 spells just to stock up on magic missiles. Most of the other stuff you could have at level 1 honestly didn't matter too much. Like why would you ever use Thunder Wave when you could just do magic missiles? You know, it's just kind of like Thunder Wave's just like we're never going to use it. So let's put False Life up here. Witch Bolt. Each turn by activating it. You know, like I said, so that could be an okay spell. Except, oh, we have to hold it in. Yeah, so we have not cast our spells here. How do we... Okay, so alchemy, turn-based mode. Oh, spell book. Oh, is that not actions? Oh, here we go. False life. There we go. Okay. There you go. Okay, so that's how that works.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
There you go. There you go. Those buffs seem good.
What to do?
Like I said, but I see these fires and stuff burning. I think if we was a conjurer, we could turn that stuff out. Oh wait, where these goblins come from? Ooh, a supply pack. That's super nice. Like, haven't we been over here? Somehow we missed all those goblin corpses. Oh, hey, there's that one guy that we could have leaned in for a kiss with or whatever. That was weird. Where are we going? Oh, I think we're going the wrong way. That's fine. We can go check this area out. Looks like there's a bit of place to explore. It's probably just the path that we just didn't walk down. Oh, wait. There's a guy over here. Let's quick save. Oh,
I've got one of
the
those
one guy.
brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
It's, I don't know, he's acting weird. Is he like, if I go kill it, is he gonna like try stabbing me in the back or something? Like, I mean, I don't think we want to like, I don't know. I think we just want him to kill it himself because I just feel like he's gonna try something if I go down there. He'll like try to, I don't know, I just get the impression like he's lying to me and he's like trying to mug me or something. I don't know, his class is a rogue, so I'm like, can I trust him? Like, I know he was, it said in the character sheet, like he's one of the characters you can play as, but I know he's a rogue, so he's probably gonna try stealing from us, so I don't think we want to turn our back to him, so let's tell him to kill it himself here. Kill it yourself, you look capable enough. Oh, but then she turns her back anyway.
For a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Oh, knew it. Gosh dang it. It's too predictable. Shoot. I guess we want to try rolling away here. Ooh. Does that count? Oh, I guess that counts as a win, right? Okay.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Gosh, now he's accusing me of doing stuff to him. I haven't done anything to you yet.
You arrogant little...
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
This guy was like, I was gonna murder you. I think he's like, you'd better have more to offer than apologies.
I'm out of wine and flowers, so I hope an introduction will suffice. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
So it just popped up a thing on the top left corner. It said Gale approves, Lae'zel disapproves, and Shadowheart disapproves. I assume it's like emotion levels that you see in a lot of like JRPGs. Like if you do certain actions, certain characters like you or hate you more. Like Tales of Symphonia, if you were watching me when I was playing Tales of Symphonia, that game was like that. Has like emotion levels. Like I said, so I assume it's some similar to that. I guess we just nod.
The strong and silent type. All right. Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
I know we don't want them in our heads.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
I wouldn't want him traveling with me. I don't know. I don't trust him. I wouldn't want him in my cap. He'd probably slit my throat in my sleep. And what's your plan?
Getting out of here for a start. Then finding anyone who knows about these worms. I need an expert. Someone who knows how to control these things.
Good luck in your search.
And you. If we meet again, I hope we're still wearing the right skins.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy, don't like him at all, that's for sure. It's over this way. Yeah, no, that was not an introduction I would have liked. So he's still there. I wonder if he just stays there if we ever decide we want him to join our team. But I think we can only have 4 characters, so there's no point. Whoa. It's a pig. Animal handling. Raise your palms to calm the boar. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have wisdom. Nope. This might turn out bad. Fail. Oh, we just scared it off. Oh, what's this? Ash ball. Oh, we unlocked a recipe. Open the alchemy menu to open see recipes. Okay, let's go to alchemy and see what this does. Potions. Oh, cool. Shows you like the ingredients you need. I don't have like any of the ingredients. Extracts. Huh. Ashes of balsam. Interesting. Assume alchemy is going to be important later. We obviously don't have much here. Oh, alchemy. Guess you can't go down there. Looks like there's like a beach down there. Really nice looking. I mean, the presentation, the game looks really nice. This is one of the nicest looking games I've played in a while. I mean, I don't really do AAA gaming, so this is kind of unusual. There's that one guy. Guess we go up this way. Is that a cave down there? Huh. Okay, I guess we want to go... Guess we can go over here or we can go over there. I guess we'll go over here into this area. Oh, it's that one mind flayer. Alright, these are the goblin guys. Let's see. So, east. Oh, there's something up here. Let's go. Quick save successful. Chapel entrance. Survival failed. Why are we getting a survival roll? That's kind of ominous. Oh. Die a bloody pauper unless you take a few risks. Why don't we just wait a while, make sure it's safe? Survival failed. Oh, hey, it's something here. Hey, cool, buried treasure. Oh, trap disarm toolkit. That's probably going to be super important. It's a thing down there. I guess we can go down here first, sure. Locked. Can we lockpick it? Whoa, never mind. 20? Well, that's chance of doing that is pretty poor. So I think I only have like one lockpick, so we can't really waste it on something like that. Can't go that way. There's some people over here though. We should probably quick save. She failed a saving throw.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone. But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
I mean, if you want the ship, I wouldn't stop you. I mean, that ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it. Alright, let's try this. Alright, wow. Guess we could have tried the lockpick and got that, but of course the rolls wouldn't have gone that way.
Well, in that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
Oh, hey.
Quicker to kill them.
Oh, wow. Whole team of them.
There's something underneath here.
There's... let's see. Hey, box. Nice food. Oh, hey, what's this say?
Time and the elements have left the plaque unreadable.
Huh. Well... we can lie right here. It's like viney things. Oh, is this a door? Oh.
Everything all right out there?
Performance or deception? It's also kind of deception because he's asking if we're Grimble. So I guess we say he triggered a trap. Gimbalock triggered some trap. He needs your help now. Nice.
Oh, I told him it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
Alright. Refectory. Okay, how do we... Enemy is surprised. Okay. Huh. Apparently we can move. I think we just end turn. But
Victory awaits.
You fight well.
nice.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Short sword, got a key. Got some leather armor.
Let's move.
See, how do we... No, oh wait, can we... Okay, I think we need to switch to my mouse to actually organize my inventory. Oh, it has 1d4. Can she use this? I think that's better, way better than her mace. Look at that, it's a weapon, but it's like also like a bludgeon, like that's a huge upgrade for her. Take that.
Action, not reaction.
Alright. We're getting kind of heavy. Let's see, let's move some of this stuff. There you go. Yes, he got dazed at the end of the fight. Whoa.
No more prayers. Only dust and silence.
Just steal everything. Oh, nothing there. Milk jugs.
Bet that will fit in my
We're still in everything. Oh my gosh, it's kind of inefficient. Can we get the cheese? Looting everything. No idea if any of this stuff's valuable or not. Probably not. Alright, come on. We just take the thing below the cheese. Nice. Lots of food on the table. Rope. We just looted everything. Yeah, I have no idea if that's a good scene or not. Alright. Probably can imagine my inventory now. Oh, but not that super heavy. Let's see. Probably need to dump some of this stuff onto her though. Got a frying pan. Cauldron. Oh, the cauldron weighed 10. Silver locket, sure, I can equip that. Doesn't have a graphic apparently.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Alright.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Alright. You know, we're still in like lots of cutting boards. Those are kind of heavy. Another lid.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
All the kitchen stuff's going on here. Plates. Plates. Chalice, milk cans. There we go. Yeah, I like how seamless this game lets you switch between controller and mouse. Alright, I guess we want to go this way. Oh, shoot.
With a flick of the wrist.
Add bonus. It's a high mark. Oh, nice. Got it. Alright. Use thieves' tools. Oh, shoot. Maybe we should have saved before I opened that door.
Back off!
Myri.
Hey, someone's in here.
Ouch, a critical miss. False life gone down now. Okay. Kinda think using my mouse is easier here.
Don't waste a step. What's the plan?
Let's see.
Let me strike true.
Dice roll in my favor.
Alright.
Ascend. Let my name be known.
Let's see. Oh, she had 3 life left. Guess we just... I guess we're just gonna end. Alright. Missed their attacks. Okay, so that's good. Path is interrupted. Dang it. Okay, let's see. Really? Fine, in turn. Gosh. Missing everything. Lacerate. There you go. More thieves' tools, nice. We'll need those.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Quite ready for you.
Alright, so there's actually 3 levels. There's weight you can carry, there's encumbered, and then there's heavily encumbered. So you want to stay out of yellow, so I think we're fine. Alright.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What is that we just get? Ancient scrolls. Through a bloom of mold, though a bloom of mold does leach the ink from most of the scroll, the beginning is still legible. The sealing ritual. Our gods care not for petty ritual. There is only one sealing, and it is vital that we observe it with extracting reverence. On the day of the sealing, a mixture of bone and ash is consecrated upon the names of the dead. We spread our offering, imbuing the ink with the essence of our god. Well, that's, grim. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to my... Yeah, it's a lot easier to move with the controller. But menuing, like, certain, like, inventory stuff, like, finding combat and stuff, I find easier with the mouse. Like, if the menu is more like a JRPG style, like, drop-down menus and stuff, I think I'd find the menus just to be a lot easier. The unclaimed, huh? Oops, not trying to sit. Divinity. Okay, we got a couple of books to read. The unclaimed. In life, her service has been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death, found herself standing in the pale and fated city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. 1,000,000 souls or more passed in her colorless gust, but no hand materialized in her hand, no voice whispered instruction in her ear, no guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed her around like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kelvinmore pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. So Lady of Loss is, should be Shar. Like, I'm pretty sure that's Shar, which is the deity that Shadowheart worships. And Shadowheart also has some, like, memory loss stuff, so it's just kind of an interesting theme, kind of maybe Shadowheart's fate for choosing an evil goddess to follow. But super interesting. Like some of these books. Oh, there's one more book too. We had the Divinity or whatever. It was called, what's it called? Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into small pieces, disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons, it was Jurgle, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare. Evil, even when he grew weary, young Bald, Bane, and Miracle must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death. Yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Miracle claimed primacy over death from Jurgle's bargain. But even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths? Seized by Baal and his incessant greed, what need would there be for noble Kelimvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. So Baal is super important. In the first two games, the main character is a child of Baal. Like, they're the Baal spawn, but they're, like I said, Baal is the god of murder. That's like a huge major plot point, is that you're like the child of this murder god, and, you know, are you gonna like embrace your destiny as being like, you know, this destructive, like, deadly force or whatever? It's locked.
No handle.
Oh.
How does it open?
Interesting. Oh, shoot. Wow, we should have saved. We should start saving, click saving before we open doors. Like, holy heck. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to battle mode. It just makes it a bit easier to look at the battlefield here. Put the controller down. Let's see. Oh boy. Keep her out of the way.
Bleed for me.
What? I'm not trying to.
Victory is assured.
See, he has the Ray of Frost effect, so that's good. So we don't need to Ray of Frost him again.
Clear off. We got here first.
Oh, so it shows he's almost dead. You can actually see the... Oh, cool. So his name's Barton. Her name's Torga. His name's Hasaid. Her name is Kefri. Alright, so...
Taking position.
Do we want her out front? Ouch. Yeah, maybe keeping her back is the right way. Mage armor. Great spell slot. have... Oh, I forgot. We have the meta magic stuff. We should probably try that next turn.
Can't give up.
Firebolt, piercing shot. Oh, nice. Critical hit.
Creator, destroyer.
No. What the heck? As of 1 hit left, can we... Must take a short rest, okay. Oh no. Rage. Ouch. What? Did I accidentally heal him? Dang, I didn't want to heal him. That was stupid. Trying to heal herself. Gosh dang it. That was bad.
Death is but a word away.
There you go. Oh, this is a game over. Game over.
A little help, please. Take you.
Tale for the ages.
What? Ah, targeting, man. Okay, we're getting killed in this battle here. This is gonna be a game over. We're gonna have to probably load a save. She's dead.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Can't control dead. So what just happened? Alright, so I don't know, why is it on her? If I can't control her, why can't I?
Let's end this.
There you go.
Take you.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Yeah, struggling with targeting. What's game overed me here. Oh, there goes Gale. Oh. Critical miss. Game over. Oh my gosh, we are like Shadow Hearts just There we go. He's gone. Received Gale's pouch. Well, we're not dead yet.
Take you. Death. You will not take me.
She's gone again. This is funny. Well, let's just go for it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now we can load game. Yep, I should need to save more often. Let's see. So this is actually... Alright, so we actually didn't miss out too much. I think we just saved. Alright, we've already looted all this stuff too. Okay, so we're pretty much actually just... So we did save before that. That's good. So this fight, we have to be careful with. So I think just staying back, like keep my party members close together was pretty bad because we got wrecked by these. So what we want to do is probably send Lae'zel up really close. So let's go back into... Okay, so... I think this is going to be a bit better. Just want to keep the mages back.
I am fury. I am death.
That she can go up closer.
Make way.
I think we just use... Nice. Damaged.
Fast. Got to press on.
One can't always be a gentleman. Danse macabre.
Doing it. Alright. Snared. Ice knife. Oh, Shadowheart just took a beating.
You picked the wrong fight.
Oh shoot, I keep forgetting I have those meta magic stuff.
Got to focus.
Take you.
But prone? What? She fell over, dang it. That sucks. Mobile. Missing a lot. Oh, Gale's down. Oh, Shadowheart's down. This is going worse than last time.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Sad. It's probably going to be a game over again. They say third time's charm. There goes Shadowheart. Save. I should have used this sooner. Oh, prone. There's gotta be game over right here. Slipped on the freaking ice. Gale's pouch. Let's see. What do you mean paths interrupted? Freaking gosh. Path, she's right in the freaking way. Well, that sucks. Okay, come on. Not enough movement. Damn, use all our movement. Alright, little game over. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's try this again.
Let's see.
Alright, so let's try a different strategy. Hiding behind here hasn't not been serving us very well. So if we go right here.
No time to waste.
Let's see, let's see. Dang it, okay.
Clear off! We got here first.
seen everything.
Okay, let's see. Nice.
Gone with the weave.
Nice, got one of them already. That was much better. Alright, that's much better. Guess we'll end right here. Ouch. Lae'zel's down now.
Talk to me.
Okay. Like, if she casts a healing spell, does that... Oh, it does bring him back up. Okay, that works. Alright, so that actually works.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's see. I have no actions left. It's not a defense, is there? Down again. Dazed. Dang it. Nice.
I will not know failure.
Bye bye. Oh no, not Gale. Nice.
Nothing important is ever easy.
All right. You just slipped on the ice. That's good.
This is your end.
Nice.
On the move.
Athletics. Let's see. Oh, he's right there. So can we meta magic here? Guess we can't move. We'll just end turn because we're kind of standing on ice, which would be kind of bad. I think we tried hitting him because he's prone. There you go. Raging did. What's wrong, bud? Uh-huh. Athletics successful. Death saving throw. DNA failed his death saving throw. Don't any more. That left. It's fine. Really? Athletics failed. May as well tried it. Oh, nice. Crit. Fine. Threatens. Is it 2? Nice.
Stay focused.
Oh no, is she down? Oh, come on. There's just one left. What? Oh, just finished off Shadow Art. That's what she did. Nice.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear.
I just think he doesn't like being dead because, to be honest, I think most people would agree with that. How am I supposed to bring you back to life?
I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasi Trak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life.
That seems pretty complicated. This is all ridiculously elaborate.
I think ingenious is the word you're looking for. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please.
I got it. Seems, notes, names,
In
love.
that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1. And next.
I should unthread the purple seam in counterclockwise fashion.
Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on.
I should play the note starting from the bottom left corner.
No. You start at the bottom right corner.
Oh, bottom right.
Remember to play them clockwise. After that,
when a method appears, I should say its name. Katrakashishiji.
that's not even close. Kasi Trak Ash. Pay attention to the trak part. Yeah, back of the throat. And so we have gone through the necessary steps again. Let's hope practice makes perfect in the end. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
Alright. You've entered turn-based mode. The game has paused around you and time broken down into rounds that represent 6 actions. Turn-based mode can be used to avoid traps, perils, or being spotted. Alright, so where's this pouch? Do we have to loot it off of him? That's not him.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Gale's pouch.
Gone, death. You will not take me.
Alright. Target is blocked. Scroll or revivify not work. Well, that's not good. Alright.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright, Gale's pouch.
The pouch is sealed with differently colored strands of thread.
Counterclockwise fashion.
As the purple thread becomes undone, the pouch opens to reveal a letter and flute inside.
Okay. Save right here. Set blue plain scroll fills only 4 letters, 1 in each corner, and a flute. I'm not proficient in musical instruments. This should be good. Page is blank except 4 letters, 1 in each corner. In the top left is A, in the top right is D, the bottom right is D, and in the bottom left corner is an E. So D-E-A-D, dead. So you just have to spell out dead.
This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface.
Try to play a little ditty. Alright, let's try this. I think we got it. Yay for having high good stats.
Inoffensive enough.
Alright, position your fingers on the flute ready to play individual notes.
The flute awaits with bated breath.
So, D, E, A, D, all right.
Iskcha cisnaga. Multhamesk. Dinu Frantha Manthra Gale.
Sage Reanimator. Misty is inspired. Patient gain plus 25 experience. So did we fail? What just happened? I think we failed. How do we journal? Oh, there's a combat log. Hover. Journal. Gale died, activating magic perfection of himself. Using the scroll, we should be able to resurrect Gale in no time. Okay, turn the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Okay, we just have to use the scroll. Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. My wounds are too much to bear.
Gosh. Okay, well,
I'm fading fast. I must heal.
oh, we just killed lady. We're probably got to reload our save just because we're... She's dead. Alright. I think we're just gonna end up having to reload our thing. Like, we won the fight, but yep, we ended up, like, killing ourselves anyway. It's pretty bad. Alright.
I'm fading fast.
Oh, this was a bad place to save, apparently.
Blackets will be done.
Okay, let's see. We have to eat like a curing healing potion or something really quickly, I think. Is there a way to drag corpses or summon the corpses closer?
Fading fast.
Okay. I see, there's like a necrotic aura right there. Alright, so...
You have my attention.
There you go. 1 inspiration gained. Case of death completed. Nice. Said Shadowheart's still dead though.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Choose destination. Okay, how do we revive Shadowheart though? Target's blocked. Shoot, can't. Maybe I should have used the resurrection scroll on her and just let Gale whine.
Assume nothing. No time to rest.
Yeah, I don't know how to. You don't have like another resurrection scroll. Casting Revivify will bring them back to life. So we do have scrolls of Revivify, like...
Still alive. So that's progress.
So why is it blocked? Like how... It says it's blocked.
My way.
Okay, like how... If it says we can do it... Target's blocked. Let's see. Don't get it. Is there a way to like... Oh, hey, there you go.
I'm not going to last much
Wow.
longer.
It actually worked. Okay, I guess you just had to summon her to like a different location. I clicked it on a different place. Messing around, I was like trying to figure this out. Okay, is there... I think we want to save now. Long rest. Can't even short rest, so we want a long rest. Yes, long rest. Alright, campsite. Alright. He has a scene here.
My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime, thank you.
You're welcome and welcome back.
Oh, it's a relief to be back on beautiful Faerun. The dreariness of the fugue plane oppresses one's soul so very quickly. That said, I assume you have some questions for me. Only fair to warn you I've precious few answers to spare. I apologize if that sounds thankless, it's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed.
Brought you back to life. If you answer, the least you can spare to me.
I suppose that after all you've done for me, I should be at least a little bit forthcoming. Tell you what, I will answer one question that you may have, to the best of my ability, if I can.
Why did your projection say that many lives depend on your resurrection?
Because it was the truth. The truth is a great motivator. I am dangerous. Not because I want to be, but because of an error I made in the past. It makes me dangerous, even in death. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. But we're surrounded by danger. It could happen again. If it does, bring me back again. You must, for the sake of many.
All right.
How do you feel?
Fine. Much better than I thought we would, given the circumstances.
Yes, me as well. Besides the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. I feel good. It's so strange. Do you remember the voice aboard the ship?
What do you mean?
After they put that tadpole in my eye, I heard this voice. It was soothing. The voice said I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think that means?
Soundsy. No, actually, here we go. Maybe it's a compliment.
Ha! Adorable. But your timing is awful. Whatever the Mind Flayer's plans were, those dragons spoiled them. That doesn't make our situation less dangerous. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
All right.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
All right. Let's do it, so... There we go. Use up some of the smaller items if we can. Misty lost concentration. Or lost condition. They all lost their condition sleeping. Makes sense. Okay. So now we probably save. I guess we recast our buffs. Alright. Alright.
Breathing, despite everything.
Let's go. Let's see, how do we I guess we have to go back to the camp menu. Leave camp. There you go. Guess I could have explored the camp here a bit more, but that's fine. We looted all these guys yet? Probably not. Ooh, through the jungle. Plus a burning hand scroll. So let's try this. Said, okay, burning hands. Can he learn this? Oh yes, he can. Nice.
Can't give up now.
Journey through the jungle. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ola Tholong, said Jaw, it's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up to the nearest biter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Ah, boo! There it was again, above and beneath, all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to man my sense. On in one motion snatched her. A vine, a tentacle, hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded as Olin's sun dragged her away. Ah, shoot. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were trampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. Let's see. Is that blood that's just all pooled right here? That's pretty gross. Already have those books. Ooh, that's a new one. Mortal View Eyewitness accounts of the ball spawn crisis. Ah. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I knew the second that girl was walking, that she'd be in trouble. Little thief always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gurion went right along with her. No surprise, a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Saravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know this all started with that bit of iron in Nashkill? Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amnian mercenary and feud on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal. I curse Irenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire Athkatlas slums. The five tore Tether to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more ball spawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to kill each other, and good riddance. Here's hoping everyone last one of them and wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradash merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at Sea Tower if you want to argue, but honestly, who cares if ball spawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several more of these interviews follow, most of them terse. Yeah, so if you never played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, like, the main character was a ball spawn. Saravok was like the main villain in Baldur's Gate 1. The little thief girl they're talking about is a character named Emowyn, who is like your childhood friend.
Do not recognize the language on the plaque.
But yeah, so it's kind of like a summary of some of the events that happened. Nashkel is like one of the first like towns, like a town you visit early in the first game. There's like an iron crisis, all that. All those are events from the first 2 games. Fine dust coats the page of this weathered book. Beneath the bone, white powder, hundreds of short obituaries record in tiny script. Grobian tipple, ill matter, drowning. Ivran, Arkansas, Ogma, eternal rot. Divran stout, saloon, fever.
That might be worth a look.
Whoa, perception succeeded. Let's save for a pull this thing. This thing looks pretty gnarly. What did that do? Good question. Is that it in this room? Is that another box? The unclaimed. The unclaimed. Yeah, you could pick up books in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 as well. But it's like, you know, it's like having more than a copy of the books. I mean, honestly, like I said, they take up a lot of space in inventory really quickly, so you just have to... Wait, is this the door that we couldn't open earlier? This is the door we couldn't open earlier. So I guess that lever we pulled opened the door. Use, oh, the candles. Door. Oh, just loaded a new area. Dank Crypt. Well, that sounds promising, doesn't it? Ominous.
Yes, I'm getting a distinct whiff of crypt. Undisturbed, too. Until now.
Ooh. Guess he can have his pouch back.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Torch. Not proficient with those kind of weapons.
What's next?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Ha ha ha. I already emptied that one. It's locked heavy oak doors. Polished ring. Okay, let's save before open door. Okay. Whoa, perception. Ooh.
Just as I expected.
Traps. Ooh. We have a thing to disarm traps, but I think it's single use. Let's see. Trap disarm kit, single use. The kit breaks on an unsuccessful attempt. Tools break on, so it's just like... I mean, we got a single use of that. $10, okay. Alright, let's try it. Nice. Wait. Yeah, we still have the trap disarm toolkit. That's cool. Perception failed. Oh, is there more traps?
heard you can't get
Oh.
blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
Sea leave. What's trapped?
I spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Should mind my step.
No.
Something.
Gosh, I'm not trying to talk to you. Okay. Trying to disarm traps here. Okay. Let's try this. Oh no! And I think we lose our trap disarm kit. Failure. Roll again. There you go. There you go. Sarcophagus.
Step carefully. There's a
Whoa.
trap.
Gosh, so many traps. Nope. Roll again. There you go. Nice. Nice.
Trap. Be cautious.
Nice. Oh. Alright, I think we got it though. We have the bonuses to pull us over. Okay, that's going okay. Do we get experience for disarming traps like we did in first two games?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh no! Well, there goes my trap kit. Critical failure. No more trap disarming. Tool kit available. That's fine. So we can disarm this stuff though. Do we want to open the sarcophagus? Might be some boss or something in there. Oh, nice. The Watcher's Guide. Death promises when the seer misses its target, the wielder's next attack rolls gains against the target's true strike. Plus, we got a key. Black ink stains blot the handle of this key found in the sarcophagus in a long forgotten chapel.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Dagger.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Looks like a trap there.
Gargoyles' heads are all trapped. Onyx ring. Soul coin. Strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from the coin, pervading your mind with rage and despair. These coins can power infernal engines. Interesting. Glaive. Alright. Ooh, a shield. Yes, yes, yes. Shield is a big win. Nice. Protection from good and evil. Can he learn spell?
I applaud your taste.
Yes, he can. Nice. Learned a new spell. Let's see. Does it tell us? Oh, it shows your XP right here. Current 253, need 357.
Let's get going.
Current 273, need 327.
Wits and blades always
327, 347, 347. So, I guess it makes sense that, like I said, Shadowheart's been in my party longer, so I guess it makes sense that we have more because we fought the one fight. I guess they still gained experience even though they died. That makes sense, I guess. They still gained experience even though they died.
Looks like a trap there.
Okay. Door here. Lockpicks. Add bonus. There you go, boom. Whoa. Oh, this is that door. I remember this door that we couldn't get through earlier, remember? That was the door we couldn't get through. Awesome. So we explored this room. There's another door on the other side here. That's cool. So we figured that mystery out. Probably good we didn't come here earlier. Used engraved key. Oh. Quick save successful.
Armed scribes. No sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Silver necklace. Huh. Ooh. This. What do we got? It's a lever. Okay, maybe we'll wait before going up the ladder. Let's finish exploring this room. Hey, a scroll of burning hands. Jug.
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
Oh, it's a pond. Okay. Loots. Heavy key. Heavy iron key found in the corpse of a long dead scribe. Whoa.
Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Huh. Got a religion check.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Huh. Interesting. He looks kind of like the Grim Reaper. Nothing in these vases. Oh,
Might be worth a look.
perception checks. Nothing in any of those. Alright, well, let's see. Does this look like another switch? Let's try this. Awesome. Uh-oh. Something happened? Oh, no. Okay, that's... Well, that kind of sucks. I guess we have to fight all those guys. We were just looting. Maybe they're mad because we looted them. Okay.
Let them
Oops.
come.
That was not what I wanted to do.
Can be to our advantage.
Tome scribes. Oh, and there's an entombed warrior. No, miss.
Can't even catch my breath.
Entombed warriors. Let's see, turn.
What should I do? Moving.
Swords meet sorcery.
Okay. Oh, this target's too far.
With ease.
Nice. Oh no. Blinded. So it looks like there's 4 scribes and then the warrior. Ouch. Oh, poor Gale. Huh. Yeah, double your movement speed. Okay. Critical miss. Fine.
Push my luck again.
Not enough movement. Gosh.
Can't slow down.
Nice.
Let's finish this. On the move.
Nice.
Allow me to demonstrate. Outflank, outsmart.
Ouch. Fog cloud.
So much for peace. On my way.
Can't afford to let up. Heading there. Take you.
There you go.
All doom. On my way.
Nice. Gosh, just fog clouds are just annoying.
Taking position.
Really?
Still on my feet.
Talk to me. On I go.
I speak, they burn. Pawn to cleric 4.
What? Cause concentration saving throw. Well, at least these skeletons aren't as scary as those other groups we fought earlier. Nice. Nice. The last one's over there.
On the move.
No, there's the obstacle in the way. It's fine.
Comes easy these days. Another step forward.
What's the plan? Got to press on.
What fools these mortals be. Knight to King 5.
everything.
Oh, come on.
At the ready. Let's end this. Onward.
Nice.
Their valuables, even after death.
Fools. Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
Nice. Yeah, no, they did not like me looting their stuff, apparently. Huh, looks like they get new items, even though... they have gold now. Should probably save. Oh, see, we need to go over here. See, probably have Shadow Heart heal
Face protects me.
Gale.
Take your
Nice. All right.
Let's move.
That works. Okay, now let's see what's in here.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Scroll of Bone Chill, Hyena Hair, Amulet of Lost Voices. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm proficient with spheres. Let's see. Death's Promise. When the sphere misses its target, the wielder's next attack roll against the target gains True Strike. I think I'd rather have a dagger and shield, though. Shield adds some armor class. Let's see. Does he have... Spear might be good for Gale, though. Might be an upgrade for him. Already know spell. Already know. Learn this one. Nice. Learn Bone Chill. First tile. Oh. Guess that's an upgrade. It's better than the generic quarterstaff. Said said Gale's proficient with it. Yep, he has proficiency with spheres, so
Looking ahead.
he can use that. It's better than the quarterstaff. Ritual Adorned Sarcophagus. Do we want to open it?
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Well, that sounds ominous. Baldur's Gate 2, there were some sarcophagus. When you open them, you'd summon like a super powerful lich as like one of the toughest like bosses in the game. So you have to be kind of careful. But let's go for it. It's my game over me. Journal update, explore the ruins. Yep. Shoot. Yep, it might be... Oh, look, it's a lich. Of course, probably some super boss fight coming up now. Okay, it's kind of scary now. We're gonna game over, huh?
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Oh, that's an ominous question. So he has spoken. What he are you talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
Guess we better humor him, otherwise he might attack us. Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Depends on the mortal.
I am curious by what standards thou shalt judge. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Well, that was kind of creepy. Oh, hey, a bunch of stuff. Arrow of Transpetition. Teleport wherever you fire this arrow. Arrow of Arcane Interference. Break your target's concentration, silence it. Single use. Some money. Soul Coin. Strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from this coin, pervading your mind with rage and despair. Alright, so we got a bunch of, like, items. Amulet of Lost Voices.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Wait, maybe. Yeah, you don't get graphics on necklaces, unfortunately. Fine, you can have a necklace, you can have a necklace, you can have a ring, you can have a ring. Alright, well, I guess we're done in this room. Let's go. Oh, we should probably change to her. Uh-oh.
We have nothing more to discuss. Continue on thy way, as if I were not here. I must attend this place after so many years away. We will see each other again soon.
Alright. See, soon is rather vague. When exactly?
When the time is proper. I do not know that hour any more than dost thou. But I do know that the longer thou standest here, the farther away our second meeting becomes.
Alright. Okay, let's go this way up this ladder thing. Oh, wait, is this? This looks familiar. Have I been here before? Isn't that the trap? Was that the place we were trying to get in earlier, but it had like a 20? You needed like a 20 on pick locks or something? Oh, yeah, we've looted this place. Okay, so that's pretty cool. This is probably a good place to take a break then. Since we finished that, like, I guess, dungeon. Let's take a break here. So let's go. Save game. New save.
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Alright. Take a break here and we'll tune back in next episode. See you then.